Hi guys, this is the fourth part for the Facebook style status update tutorial, and in a previous tutorial we had worked on posting the status via Ajax and getting the status here like this, and but on the refreshing thing would just make the status disappear. That's what we are going to work on this tutorial, and also we would be starting the commenting feature on the status updates. So yeah, so we'll go back to the index.php page. Let me tell you guys, if you did not follow this tutorial from the starting, you wouldn't understand the file names and what I'm doing here. So I tell you to go and start this tutorial from the starting, so as to make you understand what I'm doing and what is going on. Okay, so the only thing we have to do for the status updates to be displayed here when on refresh is to just include a PHP script there, which would basically only echo out all the statuses present in the database. So that's not that hard that it seems. So we'll just quickly get all the statuses in the all status div, and I will write by order by ID descending. I want to get all the statuses with reference to the ID in descending order. I'll apply a while loop to the fetching part. So because I'm fetching more than one record from the database, so first we will get the status ID, that is get to and ID, and then we need the status text, that is get to status, and then we need the actually the status poster ID, so that is status underscore poster. Just to make sure, I'll just check on the database whether it's the same. Okay, I would need to open my PHP admin to see the database. That's there, and that's our database FB status. Okay, and we need the status table there, and okay, that's the status underscore poster and the time. Okay, so that's fine, and then we need the status time from the database, and that is time. And yeah, also in the starting we need to include our timestamp file. Only if you only include the timestamp file, you can only display the time in the readable format. So that's about it. And yeah, using the status poster ID, you can fetch out the poster's name and all the other details. So we'll be doing that. Poster 1 status poster ID and poster 2 equal to I'm just writing some random variables. We can break that down to a simple variable that is posted to, it's all the variable size. It's up to you, whatever you name them. And okay, so this is status and name is equal to poster to name. We can concatenate that status poster full name, that is status f name, give gap, and then status n name. Okay, so we have the name and status, the time. We don't need the picture, so okay, so now we need to paste the skeleton here in the same way. We just copy the skeleton echoing part from the insert status.php file, copy, and then paste it here. Okay, now we need to see the status ID is equal to status ID. Full name has been changed to this, so we need to change that. And the status, it changes to status text. The just the variables have changed, nothing to get confused about. And like everything is same, and the time also status, where's the status time. Just need to change that. Okay, that's about it. And yeah, let's just run that script. And okay, so the reason why you're getting this incline, and then this problem of every div going on the right side. So the reason why this sloping down problem is happening is because there's some div closing problem. Like for instance, this div has been closed somewhere about here or here or here. So we've missed some div closing, so we can just check that out quickly by just writing an extra div closing tag there. And if we refresh that, okay, that's not solving the problem. Again, we can add one more div closing there. So if you refresh that, and that's how it solved the problem. That means we had to include more two closing div tags there. So if we add any text again, it would get prepended on the same way, and if you refresh the page, there won't be any changes in the text. Okay, so the 4 statuses are posted by Kristen Stewart. And as you can see here, if you notice, the first status here has the timestamp of few seconds ago. If I refresh the page, it changes to 22 seconds. If I refresh it again, 25, and if it changes, it changes again. So in order to keep that running, you can either place a small set interval script using Jquery or JavaScript, which would change and refresh the whole status and the commenting part for every 10 seconds or 20 seconds. It's up to you. That's how Facebook does it through WebSockets. It's advanced way of doing it, but if you are a beginner and if you want to implement that, I would prefer you use set interval. I agree, that would load your page, put your page on load and heavy load, but that's how you can implement it if you're a beginner in web designing. So that's okay, that's the thing. So from 27 seconds it changes to 1 minute ago, so that's what the PHP timestamp does. Okay, now the 4 statuses are posted by Kristen Stewart. Let's log out and log in with the previous user. Now let's this is my status. Let's post it with a new user, Michael Hall, and just refresh the page, so you get this. So that's how status is applied, and they get printed, they get posted. So, and just to apply a new effect, instead of prepending the data, you can just put an effect of fade in slow, just to make it more close to the Facebook effect, and just post something. Okay, so you don't see that there, it's a little slow there. I guess we have to remove that. Okay. When you post that, okay, there's a little tweaking to be done. You can actually put the fade in script there, and fade in way to show the data, show the status. Anyways, I won't be focusing on that. You can play around with the settings later, it's up to you basically. So now we'll go on commenting part, and yeah, so for that we'll basically start with the insert status.php file, because we need to have the same structure in the skeleton of the status when the user has posted the status. So in order to do that, we would firstly will make the skeleton before touching and editing our other working scripts. So we'll the skeleton which I had saved in a file, that's the skeleton there. We'll just save that file as something like skeleton.php or anything HTML. Let it be PHP, skeleton.php, and we'll just run that out there. So that was our skeleton which we had made, and I hope you're following the tutorials from the starting, then only then you would understand what I'm talking about. So this is the skeleton of our status. Now we have to make a commenting part here, like we have in our picture here. As you can see, there's a little small triangle there which is like a pop-up for the commenting bar. I wouldn't focus on that, because that is basically CSS tweak. You can do that, you can find that tutorial on the website or any Google or something like that. I would be focusing on this part where you can display the people who liked your status, and the commenting part. Before including the liking feature, I would start up with the commenting feature, and on the next parts I'll go on liking and sharing. So let's start off with the commenting part there. Okay, now with the skeleton, we need the commenting part in our status info div. So that would be actually, okay, this is the first name, div closes here and that closes there, so you need more two divs to be closed, 1 and 2. Okay, yeah, status text is there, and status info, status option closes here, so that's not a problem. Status option closes right here, and this close would be for status info. So we can add a commenting feature here. Let's just test that out by typing something and seeing where, yeah. So we'll create a div ID all comments with the style of float left and background color of blue for now, just to identify the commenting part. width would be 350 as usual, and I'll just give a height of 100 pixels just to see whether a block is being displayed properly or not, with a margin top of let's say 10 pixels. And we'll display that. Okay, that area would be having all our comments. So yeah, we don't need the height there because there can be any number of comments there. We don't need to specify the height. Okay, now we need to display all the comments here. So to do that, we need to firstly, okay, so this is the div where all the commenting will appear. Before that, we need, one sec, I'll just refresh the page again after removing the height. Okay, so we don't see that. Now I'll just give it a height of 10 pixels just for now. Okay, so that div, I've closed that div because in that div we would be writing all the commenting skeleton, all the skeleton of the comments. So now I'll just make a small div again where you will have a small text, input type text, where you can write your comment and post it to the status. So comment poster, comment post, style div, and this would be float left, and this would be also having a width of 350 pixels. This would be having a height of about 100 pixels, say 100 pixels, or about 90 pixels. I would be including a text area here, and this would be about yeah, that's about it. And we won't be having any margin tops. Anyways, now we need to create a small form with the same way like we created for the status posting. In this form, we need to give a small text area with an ID of comment text, comment, and then we can give it a styling, and then with styling would be of I'll give width of 96% and padding of 2%, and font family the same. I'm doing the same thing which I did for the status posting thing, status posting text box. And okay, that's there. We don't need the outline of the text area. We don't need the user to resize the text box. That's there, and yeah, that's about it. And then we need a button to post the comment. Post the comment, and it would be having the same style of the, I'll just keep the same style of the post button like which we had for the status posting thing, So yeah, that's there, and yeah, that's about it. Let's see and see the skeleton. Okay, so the blue line you see there is where all your comments will display. So I'm just showing you how, where the comments will display, and this is your text box where you can comment. And I'll just give the text box a border of light way, make it look good. Okay, that's there, and when they comment, it'll go down. Okay, no problem. That it's up to you whether you can make an auto resizable text area. You can find all that on the internet. Okay, so we'll just remove the height of 10 here from the all comments div, and that's there. Okay, so we don't need this comment post div to be there all the time. We can make it appear when the user clicks on the comment button. So yeah, we can do that. So let's take this skeleton, and the only thing you've added is this part here. Yeah, this part here. Let's copy that to our insert status.php. Okay, so we need to know, okay, before the two divs, okay, and we include that, and also we need to include it in the index.php file before the two divs. Okay, so the thing here is before the two divs, it is a little different here because we have another div here. We'll just include that here and see what we get. I'll just put all those backslashes and come back. Okay, so I've put all the backslashes here. I'm really sorry because that's just my habit of following it that way. Okay, I've included two commenting lines here just to make sure our commenting feature doesn't get mixed here, because we faced the div problem before, closing div problem. So I'll just made the commenting lines here in our index.php file and also in our insert status.php file. I've put the backslashes here too. So let's just run the file and see. Okay, we need the index.php, and yeah, okay, so here it gets hidden. We don't want it to hide. That's because I guess there's a height defined somewhere which we don't want to define. And status options is there, and okay, let's just see why it's hiding. It hides because this is the problem here. We are in the okay, this is the form, this is the div comment post div seems to be there, but we need it to be overflow hidden to be displayed properly. Yeah, so that was the problem there, and it displays the thing properly there. So that appears to be good. Our comments which would be posted would be appearing here above the text box. So let's just post. Okay, before that we need to also add, okay, remember this thing when you're dealing with Ajax and PHP at the same time. If you change anything in the index.php file, you also need to do the same thing in our insert status.php file, because we need both the scripts to be same, because whatever we would be posting should be the same when we refresh the page. So if you refresh the page, okay, let's just post something here. Okay, so that's what I was talking about. Like if when you have posted the status, it appears to be like this, but if you refresh the page, it is, it turns out it refreshes and becomes good. That's not what we want, because some people may just write the status posted and want to write the comment at the same time. You don't want the user to refresh the page all the time. So to correct that, you need to do the same thing which we had this problem with. So okay, the index had overflow hidden, insert status overflow hidden. So what must be creating the problem is it is basically, yeah guys, the problem I had was this div, I hadn't closed it. During typing, I didn't close it, instead I opened it like that. So that was the problem I faced. And then the extra div which I closed here, we just need 2 divs to be closed. That's the reason here also I had my div open, so I had closed it, and I need not to close it 2 times more. So the only 2 times divs closed were alright, and that solved my problem. And pretty much, yeah, I just changed the height of my comment post to 100. I changed that to here, and everything else is same. So yeah, that's about it. And if I refresh the page, if I say ABCD, and if I post it, it gets posted as when you refresh it, you get the same result here also. You get the same result. So that part is solved. Okay, now we have to work on hiding the status posting thing. We only wanted to display when the user clicks on the comment button. So in order to do that, we need to hide the comment post button by writing display none. I'm gonna be a little careful in typing now, because of the typing problem I faced a little bit of time waste there. Okay, and that's there. We need to write small script there just before the main closing there. We just need to write when the button is clicked. I'm talking about the comment button here. Okay, so in order to write the script, we need to write the script in our echoing part here. You can write the scripting at the end by closing after closing all divs. Just open it. Okay, and yeah, so we can just we can write the script here when the user clicks this comment button. We need to say the same thing there. Button ID comment. Okay, we need backslash there. When he clicks, we need this function to be done, and the function is that this div has to open, has to show. So div ID that dot show, or you can just put in any effects like slide down, something like that. Okay, so we have to add the same thing in our insert status file here. Okay, and yeah, same thing there. We just run the page here. The div is hidden. When you click it, it appears. So it individually you have to click on each status in order to open it. When you click comment, so basically when you have the comments above this text box, when you click the comment box, it'll take you to the text box. If there are a lot of comments there, it will take you to the bottommost part. Okay, so that part is done. Now let's quickly go to the commenting part, by which you can add comments to the status. I'll just I'll just do one thing, because this tutorial has been a long one. I'll continue the commenting part in the next tutorial, and that'll be part 5. So see you in the next tutorial. Thank you.